In its ultimate simplicity, the body is nothing more than a computer. Just as a computer functions through ones and zeros, a 1 is a yes, a 0 is a no. A 1 is open, a 0 is closed. A 1 means on, and a 0 means off. It's all the same. Open, close, on, off. So now we have this computer that follows these rules: open, close, on, off. We also have membranes that will secrete materials, and we have membranes that will absorb materials. Open, close, on and off. We have cells that secrete chemicals and cells that absorb chemicals. Ones and zeros, on and off. We have cells that are agonists or antagonists. An agonist will attract, or will be the opposite on a receptor, meaning that it will repel. This is an antagonist. Again, on, off, 1 or 0. Attract or repel. It opens or it closes. This is happening in your body millions of times every second. So what happens when things are not working properly, not opening or closing properly, not blocking or secreting correctly, not attracting chemicals or repelling radical chemicals? We get signals from the body that tell us if something is not working right. The body is always communicating through signs, otherwise referred to as medical symptoms. So what do? Some people ignore it, others will go to the doctor. Most doctors will prescribe a pill that will disrupt this natural flow of signals and try to adjust it artificially. That is what a statin drug does. It changes the way your body deals with cholesterol artificially and not naturally. This is what causes side effects, that the body is telling you that something is not right. Something is disrupting the natural flow. If your cholesterol is too high, that is a clear sign that you need to adjust what you are consuming. Your body is telling you this to help you. The first lesson of self-healing is to listen to your body and act appropriately. The body is telling you that something is off. Something is disrupting the natural flow. Next, breathing is vital to be healthy. We all need to relearn how to breathe. This is an autonomic function and happens naturally, but 90% of people on Earth do not breathe properly for optimal health. They breathe shallow. We need to learn deep breathing exercises. Deep diaphragm breaths. Oxygen feeding the cells so they can open and close properly, so they can be powered properly. Most people are in a deficient or in a state of hypoxia, which simply means they are deficient in enough oxygen to power the cells properly. Not enough oxygen, not enough deep oxygenating breaths. Next, we need to feed the cells and feed the membranes. We need to feed the body with nutrients. Most people are also nutrient deficient. Organic plants provide nutrients that will allow these cells and membranes to open and close, turn on and off, and can accept the right materials like proteins and repel the wrong materials like toxins. If food is alive, it will feed your cells. If food comes from a box, it is dead. So, with adequate nutrients in the body, they are converted to enzymes that allow these doorways and pathways to open and close, to turn on and off. Let's recap. We have deep breaths feeding oxygenation into the cells. And then eating right delivers nutrients like vitamins and minerals to feed the body. And finally, relaxation. Sleep is when the body heals. Sleep is when the body's immune system can become balanced, not during the busy, hectic, stressful day. If you are not breathing properly and you are also undernutrified with not enough minerals, you can't sleep. And if you can't sleep, you can't heal. These are simple, key things you must learn to be healthy. The body is incredibly complex, but these chemical interactions are divinely inspired in all human beings. So we address each of them separately. 1. Breathing deep, oxygenating breath. 2. Fueling the body's cells and membranes. 3. Reducing stress. Resting with proper train of thought. Relaxation, positive thinking, brings the positive flow of energy into the cells and membranes, and into the entire system of energy, which is the human body. This is the battery that runs everything. Energy is the battery. We are all chemical and electrical. Everything needs to work in balance. For homeostasis and proper angiogenesis, it's all about balance in the body, and all these cells and membranes are capacitors. A capacitor in an AC unit governs what opens or closes, or what turns on and off. Like your thermostat in your house will turn on or off depending on the setting. All these capacitors work very efficiently given the right circumstances in the body. Breath, oxygen, nutrients, rest, relaxation, and deep healing sleep. Lastly, we talk about toxins, because toxins are the killers. Toxins stop the body from doing all these things we just discussed. We all need to limit the toxins going into the body. Now, there are thousands of toxins you're exposed to each and every day, like fluoride in the water, chlorine in the swimming pools, preservatives, sulfates, phosphates, stabilizers, and emulsifiers in our food. The particulates in the air are also very unhealthy. However, there is another toxin, powerful toxin few people talk about and few people even know about. This is EMF stress, electromagnetic frequencies from cell phone towers. 4G was bad. 5G has been here for a while, and it's much worse for all the cells and the membranes, especially the neurotransmitters in the brain. These frequencies disrupt everything we just discussed. EMF frequencies block your cellular membranes from functioning optimally, blocks nutrients from being absorbed properly, blocks your ability to sleep deeply and then heal. Too much stimulation from phones, tablets, and especially social media will disrupt your sleep patterns, and for many people doesn't allow their brain to slow down so they can then fall asleep. When people can't fall asleep, what do? They go to the phone or watch TV. You must learn to unplug at least 1 hour before bed in order to allow your brain to go into a state of theta, to begin to relax before you go into a sleep state and fall into delta, which is a state of deep healing sleep known as REM, rapid eye movement, REM. Additionally, the content you watch has a direct effect on your brain and your chemistry, and the damaging negative chemicals that it can produce, or the healing positive chemicals that your brain can release. The best natural way to get into this state quickly is to learn to meditate. Meditation releases chemicals in the brain that helps us relax and stimulates the immune system. The same holds true for stress. Stress releases pro-inflammatory chemicals that are radicals to the cells and also causes neuroinflammation in the brain over time. This can become chronic. Chronic is like a wheel turning and feeding on itself over and over, and this then begins to cause other health conditions.